Oh, nothing. Just up late night, eating some Alfredo during witching hours. Nothing major. What are you guys up to? I swear you could catch me up late night doing the most strangest things because I was craving it and I needed it, so I got it. And I said, why not? Like I'm hungry and I'm craving Alfredo. Just look at it. Just something about like this is my favorite Italian food. I want to really talk to you guys about like protecting your energy, especially from harvesters. Like people try to harvest the energy, try to steal your energy, and they'll do like little small attempts to trigger you, to try to get you to act out of character, especially either if you look good, if they catch you in public and kind of want to do a humiliation ritual on you. It can be a whole bunch of things on why people really try to test you, and all of a sudden you ever be around a certain person and they just start switching up around either certain people. You go somewhere different, they start acting brand new. That energy is nothing brand new. They've been like that. It's just that they felt like they could up it on you because they want to test you. People can only do what you let them. And that's literally saying people only do what you let them. When you let them run you over, when you let them say little picky comments like, "Ooh, I don't think you should wear your hair like that." Like, "Ooh, don't you think you should wear that other dress? That one looks ugly on you." Their comments do not matter. Don't take it to the heart. You feel what I'm saying? And I get it. Like, when somebody close to you who you love, even if it's a partner, like per se, a woman with a man, if that man comments on your makeup being ugly, and then you go and change your whole makeup and take it off, and then now you just plain Jane, you just gonna feel like you you basically disrespected yourself, which you technically did because you chose to take that makeup off when you actually wanted to wear makeup today. You let that person get to you. And it's not like I'm coming at you or whatever, like saying, oh, you shouldn't be, because we all have been there. But it comes to a point in time where you need a sign. Even if my video is your sign for you to see this right now, you need a sign to for somebody to tell you that you can do you, no matter what. People are gonna criticize, critique on anything, whether you're doing good or bad at life. Somebody's always gonna have something to say. It's life, especially if you're on social media, you're to the public. Somebody's always gonna have something to say. Like somebody could just say something right now under the comments, like, "I don't like your hair, change it," and that's not gonna affect me because I know myself, I love myself, and nothing you could say could make me go and alter myself. But it takes a lot to get there, especially when you come from a home where you have really traumatizing experiences and you have to really get out of people pleasing. But it comes to a time where you can't use that excuse of having trauma for the reason why you people please, because you actually miss out on some real females. You miss out on some real females in your life because you want to please that man instead of being down for your girl. Not saying that, oh, you got to party, shake a little tail for your woman, do all of that hoot and holler and just to prove that you down. No, that's not being down. You could go to the nail salon. You could talk to your friend here and there. Just stay in contact and keep it real with someone. Don't choose that person over somebody who held you down, who if that relationship don't work out, they're gonna be there for you. Don't just do a person like that wrong just because you feel like you got options, because we got social media now and you got a whole bunch of people in your DMs and you got a whole bunch of requests and stuff like that. That is not what you think it is. But I just don't like when certain women, in particular, people choose a partner over their friendship. And it can go for anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, she could be trying to people please her man. Oh, he loves me, I gotta do this for him, this and that. Like, you miss out on good friendships being like that. And then it just makes you seem like a lame. Like, on a whole different perspective, like, you willing to snake a woman just because you feel like that guy's gonna like her more than he likes you. You willing to single out that man or woman and not invite them because you know they're gonna steal the attention. You shouldn't even be thinking, oh, they're gonna steal the attention. You should be thinking, oh, how we gonna collaborate and build our power together. Like, why are you thinking malice and evil? So when you on that type of time, that's just lame stuff. Like, you can't use the excuse of, oh, I had trauma, I had this, I had that. This is why I do this is why I do that. Because I don't know about y'all, but I really can't trust a woman who is a people pleaser to the T, because what would you do to me just to please someone else that you think is popping? And just because I'm humble, you feel what I'm saying? I don't, you feel me? I don't flex, like, really, I don't really go off. You know, I'm humble, so you don't know who you around. You don't know who I am, because I keep, you know what I'm saying? I gatekeep myself. You don't know who I am, but I'm being respectful. And you thinking, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna just dip out on her to go try to get with another friend group that I think is popping because it look all flashy and glitter and gold. Yeah, go over there. And then I don't know what you might do to me. You might try to set me up for those people that don't like me over there. You might try to do anything to me just to have friends. Like, people pleasing people are really scary, to the point where, like, it comes to a point where it's like you willing to do anything. You might just try to harm me in my sleep, or somebody might convince you or peer pressure you to just do anything, and you just gonna do it because you want to be down. I don't like being around people like that. And then I don't like being around people who, they invite you somewhere, right? And they don't really invite you, but they try to insinuate you to go, but they only try to summon you to go so they could try to make you jealous or trigger you. And you know what I mean by that. Like, they try to invite you to do something, and then all of a sudden, when you stand on your grounds and you put your boundary down, like, nah, I'm not going unless I got a ride. You feel what I'm saying? You putting your boundaries down, like, yeah, I don't think I might, this and that, I gotta make some money, I gotta really save up. They don't respond. They don't say nothing. And then that same plan that they invited you to never ends up happening, because it was meant to trigger you. It was meant to stump your growth. It was meant to make you feel abandoned. It was meant to it was sent for you to see them in their glory, but them not showing you that they're very appreciative of you showing up for them. Whether it's a birthday, whether it's an event. No, people like to harvest people's energy. Use your energy. Oh, yeah, come to my performance and this and that and the third, so they can steal up your energy, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that you're going to be the life of the party. They know that you're going to be performing, and they're trying to, harvest that energy, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of people do a lot of evil, dumb stuff just because they can. And they have no right, you feel what I'm saying? And they just do it because they can, you feel what I'm saying? And they do it because they're jealous. And also, being around a jealous person is really scary. That's why when this girl, she told me that I used to live with, she told me she had jealous problems from the past. But I still, that thought, that saying that she told me always stuck in the back of my head, because I was like, yeah, but you showing signs of being an unhealed person. And I know we all healing, but I'm sure that you showing signs of still having that jealousy, so I don't think it ever left. And then it came to a point where a lot of things was going bad in my life. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of things, it was like every time I was around that person, it was like a hex in my life. And you really will get bad karma just from being around somebody that's no good for you. I'm telling you, you do not want to be around nobody that's no good for you, or somebody who is secretly in competition with you. When you make a song with a girl, all of a sudden they don't want to do a song with you because they feel like you're going to be better than them. Or when they do a song with you, they try to compete with you instead of actually just making powerful music and overall just having a good time as artists used to do back in the day. Nah, it ain't like that.